Here we have corn that is in the whorl stage. This is the point in time when we scout it for first generation Southwestern corn borers. They lay their eggs on the foliage of the plant, and then as these eggs hatch out, the larvae move to the center of the whorl to feed, and this is the kind of feeding damage we have on this plant here. And to determine what type of larvae it is, often the whorl needs to be removed and examined to see whether the larvae is a corn earworm, fall armyworm, or Southwestern corn borer, or even European corn borer, which we have in this area. So, one of the easiest things to do is pull the whorl out and unravel it and see if we can trace and find the larvae feeding in the center. Okay, the larvae tend to cause this kind of feeding on the corn leaf, and you'll get these longitudinal stripes in the leaf where just one layer of cells is left, and if you hold it up to the sunlight, you can see light through this area. Occasionally, we will have this similar type feeding from fall armyworm, but typically it's much more ragged looking and just looks like a lot more of the foliage has been consumed. So if you don't find one in the whorl, you need to move lower on the plant and see if you can find signs of where it went into the stalk. And on this plant, I'll go ahead and cut it off so we can see. As you slice this stalk, you'll be able to see the tunnel inside of the stalk, and often the borer will be found. By close examination, you'll be able to determine whether it is a European corn borer, a Southwestern corn borer, or one of the other borer species found in the lower Rio Grande Valley. So as you are walking through the field, even though it may not be the plant that you're checking in your check, because typically in a check site we look at around 20 plants, going ahead and stop and look at that plant to determine what kind of larvae is causing that feeding. Is it a corn earworm, fall armyworm, Southwestern corn borer, European corn borer, or one of the other corn pests that we find in the world? So stop and examine that plant, even though it may not be part of your standard check, just to see that you can find out what it is and report this to the farmer that he does have these present in the field, although it may be below an economic treatment and fall out of the range of your normal sampling.